Hi. So, like, we're episode now.
No,
8.
there's nothing in your teeth on this one.
Okay, and the other one I edited out already, so whatever. So, episode 8. I'm getting close to 10. I'm not doing my toes because I'm not into that feet pic stuff. But, good, there's people. You're like
Ugh.
feet.
Ugh.
But, I forgot. Oh, yeah, welcome to Unscripted Moments. I keep thinking of my other channel, so I'm like,
Our
crap.
Unscripted Moments
Yeah,
with
that.
Theresa and Capybara.
Yeah. But so we're thinking about like talking about traveling, like what it's like to be traveling as a family, traveling as a couple, solo traveling.
What was like when we traveled when we were younger to what it's like now when we travel.
Yeah. And kind of like a planner versus a wanderer.
Wanderer is me. Let's
Yeah, I was
just get
gonna
that
say,
up.
like if you've watched our previous episode, you could definitely tell that I'm more of the planner, and he's more of like the wanderer. I'm just gonna hop in my car and just go, which worked.
As some of your family members would say,
My God, brother.
that's the white in him.
Oh no, I don't know if they say that. No, that's too much.
That's the Caucasian in him.
So
What's going on over there? White guy will find out.
extra. No, I was gonna say because I'm always the one planning stuff. So when I went to Japan for my 40th birthday, I had like my little notebook of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do on day 1, day 2, day 3, and obviously I still left room because I feel like we rubbed off on each other in a sense that okay, not in that kind of way, making faces at me. So we've influenced each other over the years where I've eased up where I don't have to have everything planned to the minute, but I have an idea of like, okay, like especially when I was in Japan for 2 weeks, I'm like, I'm gonna be by myself. I'm not a wife, I'm not a mom. And I want to be like, okay, let me reach out to my friends that are out there and figure out what days that are available for them because they both had kids and things and what days they're free and then figure out, okay, these are the places I want to go while I'm out there. So yes, I'm more of the planner. And before, when we were just the two of us, we would have our spontaneous moments where it was like, okay, we're bored, let's go to the Grand Canyon. I remember my godbrother was like, he had called me that day and he was like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, we got bored and we're going to the Grand Canyon. And he just had the reaction of just kind of like, what? Like, why would you do that? You're bored, so you decided to go to the Grand Canyon. But like, yeah, like it was normal. But now that we have kids, I have to take that coordinator role and just figure out, okay, where are we staying? What are we gonna do for food? Okay, now that we have the puppy who did not come this time, I feel a little abandoned. What are we doing for like the doggy daycare for her and taking care of her?
Bet you she's snoring somewhere.
She probably is because it is her. What time is it? Yeah, it's her nap time. So she's probably snoring. You don't get cinnamon this time around. I don't know. We don't really do those spontaneous trips and
Well,
stuff
we can't
now.
anymore. Well, we can, but we choose not to, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I remember going to Grand Canyon, like you said, when we could operate on little to no sleep. Having kids, the responsibility of it all, different. But it was fun just to say, I don't know, you want to go to San Diego today? F it, why not? You want to go hit this spot that we've never been to before? Where's it at? I don't know, middle of nowhere, New Mexico. What's out there? Don't know, but let's go find out. Okay. But we just like to travel a lot. We just like to get out, but we also like to drive more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because you have fun cruising on the passenger side, and I just love to drive. So, I mean...
Because you always end up taking like scenic routes.
Yeah, I never take
driving
a straight
off.
way. I'd always go with the long routes. There's way more. You find more stuff. You get to see what's out there. But then it's like, I remember when we had our oldest, we paused on a lot of stuff.
Because the first time parents, the kids you can't have them around people or have them out.
Decided on that like you had to vindicate yourself. Sure, well, I'm innocent. I swear to God, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh my God, it's me.
No, this is the first time being parents and it's your first child and everything is brand new. You're learning as you go. And it was one of those things where you keep the child at home. You don't take them out. You don't have people being all up in their face like the first, I don't know, was it like 3 months or something? I forgot what I don't know if it was.
I don't know, because by the time our second one came around, we're like,
The second time it came around, the pandemic happened. So we were stuck at home anyway. So she had a fear of my dad for a good first 2 years of her life. I have footage of it, of her crying. Which is actually kind of funny now thinking about it because she absolutely loves him. Yeah, she loves him. And those first 2 years was a little rough where it's like he entered the room and it's like, meltdown. I think that 2019, 2020 generation, because I think they're what, Gen Alpha is what they're called.
I don't keep up. They're just different.
They're just
They're
different.
bossy.
They're different.
No, that's like when I first was born, we didn't really go anywhere at first. And then we started slowly going on solo trips, not around a bunch of people. And then eventually we started going, seeing people. And I remember the first beach she's ever been to was down in San Diego.
Thanks to Opa for that. We have those photos.
You know what I mean? Like,
good memories.
First time she ever saw snow was up in Flagstaff, Sedona, because we go travel up there. We would just get out and go do stuff. And we wouldn't necessarily plan it to a T.
Only
but we,
because
for sure, we're not doing what we did with the Grand Canyon. Want to leave? Go on a 5-hour trip? If we have to spend the night somewhere, we'll figure it out.
the thing is, it's different when you have kids, especially at a younger age. Because again, I was breastfeeding at that time too. I breastfed both of them. So I have to think of like my physical health, making sure I'm able to breastfeed. And is it going to be a place where I'm not going to be sitting here just whipping it out in public. I'm not that type. I mean, there's some women that do that and that's perfectly fine. It's beautiful.
Shout out to Q.
But I'd rather be in my private space with my baby and breastfeed. And that was the thing we had to think about. Like, okay, what are we going to do about food? Because the babies are still, they're not eating food yet. So that was another thing to take in consideration. Now that they're older, like we did go to Disneyland for our
That was
eldest.
playing darn near to the T because of you. They didn't know we were going. That was no. Let me give you a better example. So when I took our eldest down to the stadium, when they had the splash pad and everything going, it was right before summer started, or right at the end of summer.
How old was she?
2 or
We
3.
haven't been there in a while, so I was like,
2 or 3, because we went down there. It was cooling off for us. It was like August, September, and everybody was down there hanging out. And then she saw the splash pad. It was still hot, and we're like, "Yeah, go ahead, baby girl.
whatever.
Go play in the water."
What in your clothes?
Come to find out, that sporadic little trip, just 20 minutes away from the house, whatever you want to call it, we didn't bring extra diapers. We didn't
Yeah.
bring a change of clothes.
Nope.
We didn't bring a towel.
No.
All we did was just show up to pick up something to call back home, and it turned out to be something sporadic, and you never let that down. Because then she got cold, because even though it was hot for us during that time of year, she had nothing to change, she had to sit in her car
Wet
seat.
diaper.
And it was like,
Normally I'm again.
Look at you.
For me, 'cause I'm traumatized by it. Normally,
I don't plan this always. And you get mad because you have to plan everything. But it's never planned to your standards.
I'm the type that will make sure I have stuff with me, like that extra diaper bag, blah blah blah. I don't know why I didn't have it that one day, but I think ever since then, I'm like, I'm always gonna make sure I have something with me, like my purse. Now that the girls are older, I don't have that diaper bag and stuff with me, like having the extra clothes, extra diapers.
But after
extra
that
things.
incident, yeah.
I've constantly made sure it's what's the
you.
yeah, it's just like one of those things where I can't. This is like stressful for me. I've now gotten to that pace where I want to keep my peace. So if that means I have to have an extra little baggie of stuff where it has like snacks, or have an extra baggie with like
Oh, your
gums.
mom purse is on lock.
It's like
ridiculous.
I have the lotions, I have this hand sanitizers, I have the hair ties, I have Band-Aids, which I love my Band-Aids from Japan, by the way. Band-Aids, I even have Q-tips. Like, I'm making sure I have things. What is that phrase? I'm horrible with phrases. I really need to get work on this.
Corner?
I'm horrible with phrases.
Yeah, capybara face again.
But the phrase of I'd rather have it, not need it, and instead of need it, not have it. And I know that's usually with firearms, but I feel like
Or
that applies.
lesbians. In condoms, it's better to have it and never need it, to be in a situation where you don't have it.
Okay, I've never heard of that ever in my life.
You know what? The movies were
I
like,
don't
that's
remember.
dumb.
I don't remember.
started
So
laughing.
obviously,
I started
that
laughing.
in, out. But no, it's one of those phrases where it's like it applies for a lot of other things. I'd rather have it with me than not need it, than I'm out there and I need something and I don't have it with me. So I don't know.
I stay ready, so that way I ain't got to get ready.
But I still need something with me. So I'm still planning. When it comes to family travel now, I'm constantly, okay, I have to have everything like at least somewhat prepared. So I at least, and maybe that's the control issues, because I will admit I do have control issues. I still
Damn,
do.
You are like self-diagnosing right now.
Of course, I'm not using ChatGPT. But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, let me control what I can control and make sure that we're prepared, because I don't want to be going out on, we're traveling somewhere, we don't have something, and then it makes the experience miserable. Because I'm like, crap, I don't have this.
Yeah, you've planned stuff to a T and the trip has still been miserable.
No, that to you, everyone else had at the time. It's all mental. It's how you perceive it.
Okay. Versus me, where it's just like, F it, let's just go. Let's see what's out there. It used to be fun, but I will admit now, after 2 daughters, yeah, full disclosure, even my boys, yeah, I don't just like to sporadically do stuff anymore. I'm like, what do we got planned? What's the itinerary? Kind of want to get an idea what's going on. Because I'm older now, and I'm slower now. And it's not that I'm slowing down because of age, it's because I'm just like, do we need to rush in 120 miles an hour to everything? Now I'm just like, nah, I'm good. We've done enough of that. So I can see that. Do I still like to do sporadic stuff? Yeah. So I go hop on the bike and I roll out and figure it out. But do I miss it? Of course, because we found a lot of cool stuff. Like if we would have just stuck to the path originally, I don't think we would have found 90% of the stuff that we know, especially within this state.
But okay, I think that's traveling basics too. Like sometimes you can and should go off the beaten path because you'll find them mom and pop shops.
Let me give a better example. When our eldest was still in the car seat, and I've already traumatized you already, and so now for sure, there's always a diaper bag, there's always a wet wipe, there's always a bottle of something. Besides your so when we would just randomly go off-road.
I'm not an off-roader, sorry.
She loved it. She would actually fall asleep to it. And that's why now she's like, yeah, I like cute and pretty and shiny paint, but no, full send. Pretty girl, be girly, let's go get dirty. Full send, 4-wheel drive, lift it, we're good. To where my other one,
My youngest is more like me.
why are you getting the back end sliding out, Dad? Why are we going there? What's this? Why, Dad? Why, Dad? Why, Dad? Why, Dad? Why can't we just go there, Dad? Youngest one.
Gotta have a balance.
I need to know where I'm going. That's why she's the boss, baby. Oldest one just having fun dancing.
But that's the thing is like we have to have a balance.
And I think that happened over the years because when we had our first, we started making more plans by the time our second came here, especially with COVID and all that craziness.
That's a period of time.
But that period of time actually made us have to plan more. And because we had to know, okay, where can we go that you're allowed to go versus where you want to go, but how badly is it locked down?
That was the other thing. This goes into more of the international travels. And of course, I could talk about Japan forever. Look at my other channel because I'll be doing that more there. But when it comes to international travel, that's when it's like you have to know, okay, what's going on in the country? What do you need when you're traveling? Do you need your passport or do you need your ID? Do you need this? Years ago, you'd have to have your COVID shots. And that's a whole nother topic in itself. We're not going to get into it today or maybe ever. But there was things that you have to research and you do have to plan. You can't just be like, okay, I'm buying a ticket to Japan. I'm out. Bye. No. You got to figure out where you're going. Figure out, okay, what after you get to these particular locations. Like if you're going to be going to Hawaii or you're going to go to Seattle, there's a customs that you have to go through. There's a lot to do with international travel. That's why when it comes to us, when we finally do get to go as a family to Japan, I'm going to be in full coordinator mode at that time.
I'm going to be so miserable.
See, that's where your mindset is wrong. You got to be like, I'm excited to go. I'm excited to be able to just get on the plane and let's go. So that's
16-hour flight. Woohoo!
If
Stuck
it's
in a
first
small
class.
seat.
No, see, you're
Okay,
change
how
your
tall am
mindset.
I? How tall are you?
Change mindset.
How tall are you?
First class, you will have the room, regardless of height, because I struggled in that first class seat because I had to have people help me get my stuff.
How tall
That
are
was
you?
cute, son.
How tall am I?
I'm 5'2",
Depending on the humidity.
5'2", and you're 6'2". But again, you change the mindset. We could be going first class and you have all that extra leg room. You won't have to worry about it. You'll have actually good food. Like, change the mindset.
Just a plane.
I don't care. Change your mindset.
Still 16 hours to get there.
I don't care.
Dude,
Goodbye.
you're already trying to plot it out because I say one little sarcastic comment. You're just like, no deviating for the plan. Like, you're going to put me to sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Because, okay, in first class, you get your pre-flight drink and you feel relaxed.
You get drunk off of $2 a bottle.
Opa even tells you, up your standards. Why are you going to go for the $2 ish when you can go for the $20 one? or the $200.
Well, easy for you to say when it's my wallet.
Yeah, of course.
Get out here.
Benefits you too.
Spend money. Giving to others makes others happy.
Yeah, because then I'm happy. In my mindset.
Get out of here. No, but I would say
You can't tell me
stuff like that. Yeah,
and you can't tell me have a seat because I'm already having a seat.
I'm done. That's what I do every day.
See?
But that's all I'm saying is like, yes, from when we first started out, it was fun, sporadic, random. Yes, with our firstborn, it was fun what we do. And again, I wouldn't go too far off the beaten trail, but there's a lot of stuff locally that we could hit up that would still be an adventure. She had fun. By the time the second came around, yeah, it was kind of forced to have to change. But then when it eased up, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to be in that situation again.
When it comes to traveling, it has changed over the years from when it was just you and I versus now that we have a family.
But I'd say even with the preparation of it all, because like now...
And I do enjoy, I don't know what person doesn't enjoy trying to plan out like if we're traveling somewhere. There's joy in that.
But it used to be, what we thought was simple is actually become a lot more complex.
Yeah.
So that's a big change.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
My thing is I'm still excited to be planning our Japan trip. When is that going to happen? I don't know yet, but I want us to go.
You might as well just tell what you said about me if I do go with you to Japan.
What I'm scared of,
Yeah, now she's scared.
because this dude doesn't know any Japanese whatsoever, except for stupid phrases.
Not even gonna repeat them.
Watashi wa waka desu. And I'll put that in Japanese because at least I know it. Since there's a huge car culture in Japan, and I don't know if you can't tell from previous episodes, but he is into cars. Like, he loves car things, and he's just gonna take off, see a Skyline R34
Good job.
that's blue.
Good job.
Oh my god, I've been together for
What
17
package?
I don't remember. Be glad I even got the color right, okay? He's gonna see one drive by, and he's gonna go after it, and I'm gonna have to put, like, missing child signs of him. Have you seen this white boy? Because he's just gonna go take off. So that's what I'm scared of, is that he would go in Japan, is that he would get lost that way.
Most of them are like, I'm gonna lose my husband or my boyfriend to some whorehouse in Japan. Teresa's like,
No.
yeah, I'm gonna lose him to some dirty garage
Yeah.
junkyard's gonna find in Japan.
And then he's gonna end up like, oh, I lost my passport, I gotta be stuck here, even though that was my excuse. I almost wanted to
And
lose
what's
my
the
passport.
penalty?
I don't know if it's changed, but from my understanding, if you stay in Japan outside of the 90 days that you're allowed to be in the country and you get caught, then you are banned from the country or something. I'll see if I'll take the time to research it, but if you know offhand, you could put it in the comments. But because I remember this was like 20 years ago, I had auditioned, and they actually called me the day before I was going to be leaving the country, and they said, hey, we want to have you come in. And
Ooh, life decisions and possible regrets coming back.
No,
Look at that face.
I don't regret it, because it was just like, it's a funny story now, but it was basically, I had an opportunity, and
Try
I
to
basically,
AI therapist later.
but I basically turned them down, saying, I'm sorry, I'm actually leaving the country tomorrow, because that's basically I extended my flights until my very last day of my student visa, because I was out there studying. And I had to turn down the opportunity. I can't remember what it was. I just remember I had auditioned for something, and they wanted to pull me in, and I turned them down because I was leaving the next day. Because I think I had that fear of, like, if this opportunity isn't successful and I leave the country and they see in my passport that I did not leave when my visa expired, then they would ban me from the country completely. And I'm like, I love Japan so much that I didn't want to risk that. So there's that. That's the little story from like 20 years ago. Now, do I regret it? No, because I was able to go back 20 years later and spend time with family and friends that are out there. And I still enjoy Japan overall. And like I said, I could definitely talk about the country and traveling internationally. I absolutely love Japan. I was able to go there by myself and not have any worries. Obviously, there's going to be safety issues regardless of what country you're in, but Japan is one of those ones where you could solo travel and you'll be fine. I definitely met people there that was solo traveling, and she was like in her 20s, which absolutely loves her stuff on Instagram too. But I had fun. I'm excited to be able to give my kids the experience of Japan and being able to travel internationally, because we did take the trip to Disneyland this past summer, and that was their first time traveling on a plane, first time going to Disneyland, and it was a memorable experience for both of them. And so now that I know that they're going to be good on a plane, I think international travel will definitely be a good one as well, because it'll be another experience. Now, because he did spoil me and I was able to go first class to Japan, I don't think I could travel internationally in economy. I'm sorry.
Bougie!
No, bougie would be, I'd say, no, I need a private jet. That would be bougie.
I said one of our videos, we make okay money. Oh, man, girl. Private jet money, a whole different.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
A whole different lifestyle. Because in private don't mean I ain't going to complain about it being 16 hours still to get there.
But see, that's what alcohol and food is for. And then they have movies and stuff that you can watch. And the time goes by so fast that you didn't realize it was 16 hours.
I ain't gonna say nothing. But I did come to one realization today. Maybe having an AI therapist that you build yourself is beneficial, because it won't cost me anything for you to self-diagnose your own concern.
Yeah, exactly. Speech therapy. Anyways, if you have any travel hacks or things that, that you could think of, because there obviously there's difference when you're solo traveling, couple traveling, family traveling, definitely put your comments down below. If there's other topics, again, like I always say this, that you want us to discuss, and this dude.
I just thought of something. You might want to hit me and false the flies.
Oh my gosh.
If it weren't for our random trips, we probably wouldn't have two. If it weren't for our 2 random trips at 2 different points in our life, we probably wouldn't have kids. And I'll leave it at that. So at the end of the day, sometimes being sporadic.
That's putting extra information out there. As I was trying to end this video, like and subscribe. It definitely helps and supports the channel. Please visit toastycandy.com. You can definitely get some of your merch that's out there. Obviously, I have a lot of adobo t-shirts that, being Filipino, please get your t-shirt. Other than that, have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.